it's a woman and her name is, let me see what her name is. Just Yoshi. You can look her up on YouTube. She has a smaller channel, and then you can also, rock out with her on Instagram. But you can look her up. Her name is Just Yoshi. Just Yoshi. Shout out to Daryl. I'm going to be reading that super chat shortly. And she said that, and people, actually, y'all sent me this inside of my email. Let me give a little bit of credit to the people that sent this inside of my email. Let me see this real quick. See if I can find you. James. Shout out to James. James sent this to me. Mr. Knight sent this to me, and they said, Anton, you got to check this out. I want you to speak on this. All right. So I said, all right, I'll speak on it. We'll talk about it. Just Yoshi is her name. And I rock out with my bag chasers, obviously, but that goes without saying. Just Yoshi jumped on the internet, and she said this is what she sees living in Atlanta. This is what she see living in Atlanta.
To be so expensive. You go to the grocery store now, like $100 is nothing. $100 going to the grocery store is nothing but some eggs, 1 pack of ground beef, and that's it. Maybe a bottle of water. That's it. And I heard that people are now renting out storage units and living in them. And I don't blame them people because, honey, rent's so high now. What is cheap? Well, how much you rent out a storage unit? Maybe $100 to $200 starting out. At least the smaller storage versus what? 13, 14, 15 to 2,000. You come out cheaper renting out a storage unit. Some people living in hotels, probably coming out cheaper doing that. Rent is so high, y'all, and that's not even. I'm in Atlanta. That's worldwide. Like that's just from state to state. Rent then is going up, but it like increasing with $200 if you renew your lease or stuff. Yeah, child, it's cheaper to rent a storage unit and live there.
I didn't personally know that people was living in storage units. Is that a thing? Y'all saying that is a thing? I didn't know that people was living in storage units. That's a thing? Y'all said I knew a guy who rented a storage unit. Wow, I didn't know that. So y'all ran down to Atlanta. Y'all ran down to Atlanta, and y'all said that was the new Wakanda. No, I didn't talk about Baltimore yet. We're going to talk about that next. Y'all ran down to Atlanta, and y'all said that was the new Wakanda. And y'all saying that everybody is living in storage units. So now I got to, hey, send me some videos of people that's basically breaking down what their life is like inside of a storage unit, because I'm not aware. I did not know that people were literally living inside of storage units. So y'all ran out of y'all mama house, acquired a bunch of debt, and now y'all living in storage units? Is that what the life is like? Okay, so we got storage unit life, van life, and what else? I did not know that. I've never heard of that before. This is the first time that I've ever heard that people actually rent out and live in storage units. Is that legal? I didn't even know that was legal. I did not know that. Is that legal? Is that safe? Are y'all worried about critters and all of that type of stuff? I did not know that. I know I've heard of people having an office outside of a storage unit. I've even heard of people like spicing it up and making it fun or something like that, making it a thing. But I didn't know that people were actually living in storage units.
So I don't blame them people if they trying to save a dollar. And some people living in their cars. And it's sad that, rent high, food high. You got to pick either you going to eat or you going to live. Everything high. It's just sad, y'all. We in a sad situation. People, these jobs don't want to pay no more. It's sad, y'all. It's time to bring out some side hustles. You better do something. You better think of some side hustles. You better bake some cakes, go on that corner and sell them cakes and pies and cookies. You better do something. You better stop being so scared and make some money out here because shit, it's hard. It's expensive.
So if people are living like this, why was people laughing at me when I went and got another job? Okay, which way do y'all want it? Do y'all want people living in storage units and doing van life and y'all celebrating them and y'all saying, "Oh, well, people just had to go do what they got to do," or is it make as much income as you can, try to get the American dream, give people the game on how it is that they can do it also, and then go from there? Thank you, Wealth Building Journey. I appreciate that. Which one is it? Do y'all celebrate it? Do y'all hate it? Do y'all love it? Do y'all want the information? Which one is it? Because if I get a second job where I make more income, people be looking at me like I'm crazy. We all working, we all generating income so that we can hopefully leverage the income in order to make more money. No? Okay, well, I don't know.
Expensive out here to live. So, y'all, bring out what's going on in Atlanta. Y'all, listen. It's crazy out here. Bills high, rent high, food high, everything high. Y'all, people out here now door dashing in UHaul trucks. They renting out UHaul trucks to Uber Eats, like do DoorDash. So they pulling up. If you ordering DoorDash or Uber Eats, they pulling up in UHaul trucks. I mean, the hustle is real out here. Like, people are needing money and they're willing to do anything to get it these days. Okay.
Have y'all seen the DoorDash guy and the Uber Eats guy pull up in a U-Haul truck? I'm going to be honest with you. If I see the DoorDash guy or the Uber Eats, I understand you got to do what you got to do. I understand that life is life and whatever, or so on and so forth. But, yo, pulling up in a U-Haul truck is crazy. Y'all know what gas cost is? Okay, wait. So y'all sitting here talking stuff. Y'all talking nonsense about electric cars where you can plug up and charge your junk for free. Quick Octane says, I can't be down that bad. All right, so here's my question before we continue to get into this video. At what point is bad? Like, what is your rock bottom? That's the question that I need to ask myself. Because we're going to have a conversation about the tale of two lifestyles. We're going into Baltimore next. We're going to have that conversation. How bad is bad? Like, at what point do you get to the point where you say, you know what, I'm down bad and I'm literally at my rock bottom? My rock bottom was in 2008 when I was having my daughter. She was born in February 2008. The top of the recession, wasn't no jobs available. My wife had to quit her job, and then I had to get on a roll because I was basically jobless at that particular time, and I was going broke after making a whole lot of money. And at that point, for me, that was my rock bottom. That was the day I remember, literally, February 20th, 2008, was the day that I just made up in my mind, from here on out, everything is going to be different. From here on out, I will never, ever be subjected to a lifestyle based off of what somebody has to do for me. I am going to forever control the narrative, and I am going to be rich going forward. I made up in my mind on February 20th, 2008, that I was going to, that was my rock bottom, and that from that day forward, my daughter will never, ever see the type of things that I had to see in order to get myself together. I'm not going to ask nobody for nothing. I don't need nothing from nobody. I'm going to build it all myself. I don't care if I have to sleep in it, live in it, whatever. I promised my chick, I promised my daughter that their feet would never hit the ground from that day forward. That was my rock bottom. At what point is it the U-Haul? Is it living in the storage unit? At what point do you hit your rock bottom, or do you continue to compare yourself to the worst of the worst and say, well, I could have it bad or worse than that? 2008 was it for me.
Y'all hear me? They're actually renting out U-Haul trucks to DoorDash and Uber Eats to make a living. And even though it's wrong, I ain't mad at them. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha.
They also living in U-Haul trucks. So they are renting out like those big U-Haul trucks and living in the back of them U-Haul trucks. I don't know how they living in them. I don't know how they going to.
So your car is your home, and you renting it, and you don't know when U-Haul want it back. And at what point, yo, that's crazy, man. That's crazy. That is insane. I can't, man. I just can't have my fate being determined by somebody else. I can't have my fate being determined by somebody else. I just can't do it. I'm not built like that, man. I can't have my daughter in that type of space. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy.
The bathroom, and they might go to the store. I don't know what they're doing, but they're living in the back of those U-Haul trucks too. So they getting like one of those big U-Haul trucks and living in them, and they driving around like it's their car. So that's their car. So instead of going paying the car note, they just renting out U-Haul trucks. Y'all, the struggle is real out here, okay? And we don't want to get on people in Atlanta living in these storage units. So they rent out these storage units, in like an inside storage unit. Rent those out, living in those, and living. It's cheaper, y'all. Like people out here really out here struggling bad, and they find cheaper ways to live. And you really can't be mad at these people. You know what I'm saying? Because stuff is so expensive these days. It's illegal. Of course, it's illegal. Hold on, I'm not promoting this. It's illegal. But people out here doing what they got to do to survive, to live. Y'all, I don't know what's going around. I don't know if it's in other states, but I know it's going on in Atlanta. I have heard. I see people renting out a lot of U-Hauls, not because they moving. They kind of be in hotels and park behind the hotels and stuff like that. So they driving around like their cars. So, yeah, it's going on in Atlanta. This stuff is definitely going on in Atlanta. It's sad. It's just a sad situation. But that's the latest update what's going on. Trying to be these stars. They just think that they're going to come here and just be these stars. It's just a place where everybody just a star at. Yeah, it's regular people living in Atlanta. Atlanta is not like this 24 hours a day. It's people actually out here go to work.
Where? Every time I go to Atlanta, it be 11 o'clock in the afternoon, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and the freeways is on 10. And I'm like, where's everybody at? Ain't nobody got no regular job? Ain't nobody got no regular job over there in Atlanta? Ain't nobody going to work? Why is everybody on the road at the same time? Messy, check that for me. Check your stuff, Messy. Why everybody is on the road at the same time? Look, man. And then you know what the funniest part about this whole situation is? Because I dropped a video on my channel yesterday, and I was talking about going 50-50 and women saying that they don't want to go 50-50. Okay, so you rather be homeless? You don't want to go 50-50, but you rather be homeless. Because that's what it seems like is happening out here. Y'all struggling, ladies. Everybody is not bossing up. Everybody is not selling a ton of weaves and wigs and eyelashes. Everybody is not getting to the bag. Everybody is not doing whatever it is that they doing. If you find a guy that's willing to go 50-50 with you, grab him up ASAP. If you find a guy that's willing to go 50-50 with you, grab him up ASAP. Got the nerve to be complaining about a man going 50-50 with him. Okay, well, you can go 100-100 by yourself. Go 100-100 by yourself. Because I know y'all struggling. I see what's happening out in these streets. Messy mathematician, check that. Check what it is. You know, I got your email already. I know what y'all struggling with. If you got a guy that's willing to go half with you, go. Take him ASAP. Don't negotiate. Don't sit here and try to be cute. Don't try to be like, oh, I can't believe it. Okay. Bet. You want to get married too? That's what y'all. Listen, women, it's tough out here. And it's about to get dark outside. They're about to make the adjustment, daylight savings or whatever it is. You better grab him. Keep having your standards too high. No, I'm going to wait for the guy that's going to pay for everything. Okay, well, you can wait by yourself. Pay 100 of everything you got. Or you can live in that U-Haul or that rental space that you got. Y'all got a lot of pride. Y'all got broke people, people that don't have nothing, that got a whole lot of debt but still got a high credit score. They got a whole lot of pride. I can't understand it. How is it that the people that have the least got the most pride, but the people that got the most is the most humble? How is it that people that got the least got the most pride, they got the highest standards, they want the best restaurants and the best food? I could tell you right now, I can call my chick right now and say, "Hey man, you want to go to Wendy's and go get a biggie fry and share a frosty?" I can call my chick right now and say, "Hey, you want to go and get some Wendy's, get a biggie fry and share a frosty?" She'd be like, "Oh, I don't care, let's go. I don't care, let's do it." I don't want to cheat. I don't know if she already watching the show.
Hello.
Hey, you busy? What you doing?
Sitting under the dryer at the hair shop.
Oh, okay. You're not watching the show then?
Yes, I am.
Oh, so you already know what I was about to say then.
I do not. I don't be knowing what you about to say.
Because I know the show is on a delay, but you probably already heard that I said I was about to call you.
No, I didn't hear that. It hadn't got to that part for me yet.
Hey, you want to because I know you was trying to, you probably won't be wanting to go out on the weekend and stuff. I think we should just, I don't know, probably just like go get some Wendy's. You know what I'm saying? Go get a frosty, go get a biggie fry, and just see what's happening.
Okay. That's fine with me.
You don't care?
No, why would I care?
Because we got a whole lot of money and stuff.
So, I like French fries and shakes. French fries is one of my favorite meals. You know that already.
All right, bye.
Bye.
I risked it and I won again. I risked it and I won again. I don't care nothing about no Roof Chris and all of that other type of stuff. Yo, let's go get a frosty from Wendy's. I needed my check too. Yo, let's go get a frosty from Wendy's. Let's go and do whatever, so on and so forth. I'm not going to no Wendy's. I'm not going to no Wendy's. I might go get a frosty. But my point is this: if you say that you like the Wendy's, you might go and get that D Prime. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, shout out to everybody that's living in the U-Haul. I feel for you. I genuinely feel for you. I hope that everything is cool.